units, this is Battalion 2. We have smoke showing. We're approaching. Upgrade second alarm. All units, this is Battalion 2. I'll have command of a medium-sized aircraft. Defensive fire conditions, heavy fire in the Charlie and Delta divisions. We're going to be using our turrets to protect the fuselage.
Command Function 3, Situation Evaluation. This slide should be very familiar. It's a strategic decision-making model. It always begins with analyzing your critical fireground factors, assessing your risk management plan, implementing strategy, IAP, and tactical priorities and SOPs. ARFF critical factors fall into 8 basic categories. They are aircraft type and size, the passenger's environment, arrangement, fire, life hazard, resources action, and special circumstances. Okay, fixed factors versus variable factors. We're going to be concentrating on the variable factors. The fixed factors are things that we cannot change, like the aircraft type and size and their arrangement. These things we have to just manage them and understand that we cannot affect that. The variable factors is where we're going to concentrate on fire, life hazard, resource actions, and special circumstances. Aircraft type and size, which is a fixed factor. Here we have to look at cargo versus passenger aircrafts. Cargo aircrafts, we want to look at more of a defensive approach. We have minimal life safety there, and it can be real hazardous if we try and make entry into a cargo. That's where the HRET piercing tips come into play. Passenger aircrafts, a little different. We have high life safety. We have to make sure that we do our primary searches there. Size, interior arrangement, the value of the aircraft, any openings and access to windows and doors. We're looking at the height right here. Any mechanical hazard, concealed spaces, any other attack characteristics that we cannot control. Special circumstances, meaning time of day, the day of the week, the location, and in this case here, we have an aircraft that landed in the water. This changes your rescue profile tremendously. Now, an aircraft landing in the water as opposed to land requires a whole new set of resources. So right here, the location of your crash could change your emergency profile. Any type of weather, wind, rain, snow, heat, cold, or humidity will affect the visibility. Passenger's environment is a variable critical factor. We're looking at any immediate dangers that are exposing our passengers and our rescuers. Also, can ARFF do anything to improve the passenger's environment? Life safety is our most important critical factor. Here we want to quickly as possible remove any passengers from immediate danger or protect them in place. Provide triage, treatment, and transport of any injured. Fire. Fire is one of the most important critical factors behind life safety, but we cannot address life safety without addressing the fire first. Once we get fire control here, the problem gets better. So all efforts should be focused here and getting primary searches and all clears in this fuselage here. Then we can turn our attention to triage, treatment, and transport of these passengers here that already escaped. Other things we need to look at is maintaining foam blankets, protecting exposures, and conserving agent. Resources. This is a variable critical factor. This deals with how much staffing and equipment that you have available. What you might have is a defensive fire that might turn offensive when more resources arrive, or what may be offensive for one station might be a defensive fire for another station. So it really depends. We're looking at the amount of foam, patient transport capabilities, mutual aid and other agencies that are responding. Many times that the resources can be pre-planned and should be part of your response protocol. This critical factor deals with the action of the responders. It asks the question if the incident's getting better or getting worse. Now, if it's getting worse, then we have to make those adjustments to make the situation better. Do we have an effective organization in place? And has the IC forecasted effectively? That concludes Command Function 3, Situation Evaluation.
All units, this is Battalion 2. We have smoke showing. We're approaching. Upgrade second alarm. All units, this is Battalion 2. I'll have command of a medium-sized aircraft. defensive fire conditions, heavy fire in the Charlie and Delta divisions. We're going to be using our turrets to protect the fuselage.